What's good, YouTube? Cardfight King here, Aqua Life, baby. Ready for day 5. You already know we're getting closer and closer to that new Aqua Life. Yeah. So for day 5, we got my boy Diamantes right here. I love this card. When he came out in set 8. Got a little dirt. But when he came out in set 8, this was run at 4. At least in my deck, I know I ran 4 of this guy. Because, 10k Vanguards were still a thing and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't have Basils, So I generally ran like 4 copies of this guy, or probably like 3 copies in one Hydra Hurricane. But, this guy was just absolutely amazing. Hits, and he still is amazing. So, in the past, hit with 11k, switch with something behind you. So it made the best possible Storm Ride column. As the sets grew, Basil diminished as 10k Vanguards became less and less, seen, less and less relevant. And, probably when, towards the end of set 11, when set 10 hit and everything, at least at my locals, and the locals I played at, 10k Vanguards pretty much became non-existent, and, it was run by 11k, so Basil wasn't hitting unless it was, in the early game or just to get to the 4th battle. And so this guy came in handy, you just replace Basil on the field with him. So this guy was really good. Now, moving on from the, towards the present. So moving on to the present, it's still I still use him. I use him as a tech card in all of my Aqua Force decks, from the past till now. I use him in Maelstrom. I use him in Tetra Drive. I even use him in Tetra Burst because I still ran Basil because he, having those Storm Rider columns was absolutely amazing. And just having one tech card of this guy, I call him the clutchest. Having one tech card of this guy really helps, especially since I was using the grade 3 searcher in most situations. Find him, call him to the rearguard circle, and start your plays from there. So this guy is really good. Now in the future, I don't see decks running him at all because we have Magnum Assault, Tidal Assault, Orthea, things like that, Rascal Sweeper and whatnot. And this guy's use really diminishes, and you even, Slash Sword Max and other things like that. They're just other things that can replace him in your deck now. So now you don't have to run, 8 grade 3s with one of him, either as your 9th or your 8th grade 3. So, his use will diminish during the Stride format for Aqua Force, I feel. But if you don't, like some of the other cars or anything like that, this guy is not a bad option to fall back on. Obviously, riding him sucks, of course, and, it might happen, in 1 out of 10 games, it might happen, but this guy is, not bad to have. He swings for 11 and then switches with the unit behind him, making it poke on the Vanguard. Then you can hit a rear guard or hit a Vanguard, depending on what you have in the same column as him. So this guy is overall, he's still going to be good, but he's not going to be as useful in the Stride format with the upcoming support that we are getting, I believe. All right, but this has been the Cardfight King. I'm out. Stay tuned for day 6. All right, let's go. Get it. Aqua Force, baby. What's up?